Did you know that Venus is not just love and beauty? She is the representation of the divine feminine energy of Goddess Lakshmi. And in Vedic astrology, we look at this energy to really understand what Venus is all about. Welcome to my new series where we're going to break down each and every planet and their symbolism through the days. So in part one, we already talked about how Venus is the divine feminine energy of Goddess Lakshmi and how we can learn about self-worth, boundaries, self-love, and beauty, and the abundance mindset that she carries. And so now we can actually look at what happens when you have a weak Venus, a strong Venus, and a Venus that's a little bit out of balance. If somebody has a weak Venus in their chart, these are people that you will see that won't spend money on themselves and won't spend money on other people. So in our previous video, we looked at how Venus and how Goddess Lakshmi always has her hands open, right? Her hands are open because she's giving love, she's giving her wisdom, she's giving her money. So these are people who are closing their hands and they're like, no, I don't want to do this, I don't want to spend money on that person, and they're very calculated. Know that Goddess Lakshmi is beauty, right? And she knows she's whole and she's beautiful. But when we have a weak Venus in the chart, these are people who might struggle with seeing themselves as beautiful, and then they'll look at the world through that lens as well. I think as a therapist, I feel like this comes from a place of low self-confidence and maybe low self-worth, and we know that taking care of ourselves and presenting ourselves is a big part of our mental health, right? Like that can slip away if we are going through any low mood, depression, and things like that. What happens when someone has a strong Venus, right? These are the people who walk into a room and they're just beautiful. This is not just to do with hair and makeup, which I'm going to get to in a second. This is just their beauty and aura that they just naturally carry within themselves. And the idea is that they know that they're beauty themselves and they're beautiful themselves, so they'll make other people feel beautiful, and they'll give love to people around them. Because of their abundance mindset, they will attract wealth, they'll attract opportunities for wealth. They will also spend money on themselves. They will do their hair, do their makeup, whether you're a man or a woman, they will groom themselves, they'll take showers, they'll smell nice. Somebody who has a strong Venus, they will feel really good about taking care of themselves. When your Venus is out of balance, okay, we know that these are the people who are overly giving themselves, right? So they're giving too much. They don't have much to give and they're giving too much. They're people pleasers in relationships. They don't, there's lack of self-worth is really obvious because it's really placed in other people.